गुड इवनिंग। मैं डॉक्टर दीपांकर बैनर्जी हूँ फ्रॉम आइडियल फर्टिलिटी आईवीएफ एंड जेनेटिक सेंटर प्राइवेट लिमिटेड, जो मध्य प्रदेश में स्थित है। और मैं एक गायनिकोलॉजिस्ट हूँ विद स्पेशल इंटरेस्ट इन रिप्रोडक्टिव मेडिसिन, आईवीएफ, मेल इनफर्टिलिटी, फीमेल इनफर्टिलिटी। हम रेगुलर ब्लास्टोसिस ट्रांसफर, इक्सी एंड एम्ब्रियो फ्रीजिंग, एग फ्रीजिंग, स्पर्म फ्रीजिंग करते हैं। मेरा एक स्पेशल इंटरेस्ट जेनेटिक और फीटल मेडिसिन में भी है, ताकि एक स्वस्थ बच्चे का जन्म हो सके और हम जेनेटिक बीमारियों को जितना जल्दी हो सके गर्भकाल के प्रारंभिक अवस्था में पहचान सकें। यदि कुछ जेनेटिक्स में हमको डायग्नोस्टिक प्रोसीजर करना है, वो भी हम रेगुलरली करते हैं। ये हमारा यूट्यूब कमेंट सेक्शंस का साप्ताहिक प्रोग्राम है। मैं देवेंद्र जी से अनुरोध करता हूँ, प्लीज गो अहेड विद द क्वेश्चंस।
गुड इवनिंग सर।
गुड इवनिंग।
Small uterus, thin endometrium, what to do?
It is very disturbing thing when there is a problem with the endometrium and there is a thin endometrium. But the thin endometrium has to be investigated, why there is thin endometrium. And there are many things which we can do with thin endometrium, but definitely few thin endometriums are very resistant. We do PRP therapies and we do with Ecosprin and sildenafil vaginally, and we have to take the quality of endometrium in ultrasound. Even though if it is not less, it is not 7 millimeter, even though it might be 4.5 or 5 millimeter, after everything with 3 layers, and if there is good quality or moderate or reasonable quality of blood flow in the endometrium, then we can go ahead with the embryo transfer.
What's the meaning of insignificant variant in whole exome sequence?
Actually, there are, whenever we do exome sequencing, the exome sequencing means, what is exome sequencing? We all have cells, and this cell has a nucleus, and we are made up of group of cells with different variety of working. Somebody is working like brain, somebody is working like liver, somebody is working like, so there are groups of cells which work in a different department. Those are called tissues. But basically our body is made up of individual cells. This is the unit of the body. If you see this cell has a cytoplasm and a nucleus. If you go into the nucleus, this nucleus is filled with DNA. One copy coming from my mother, one copy coming from my father. Now, if you spread this DNA will be like a thread of 2 meters long. If you see this DNA, there are multiple areas where some useful part of the DNA are present. I don't say the other DNA part is not useful, but these DNA parts which are interspersed or distributed in this thread are called gene, which make the protein or which make the substance which is required for our day-to-day life. If you see this gene is, if we spread it, then this part of the DNA which contains gene have some part which is not required and some part which is required again. The required part which makes the mRNA or the useful for protein synthesis are called exon. That means this DNA spread is having multiple exons in the DNA spread. Now, if we do a DNA study of these exons in group, then it is called exome sequencing. Now, when we do this exome sequencing, we get the result and we compare it with the normal. There might be some abnormal present in the patient sample which is not comparing with the normal. So we say this part of the exon is abnormal. This abnormality or this change, you can say, might not be completely abnormal. This may be a benign change which doesn't create any disease. This change may be likely benign. This may be malignant or create problem. likely malignant, which create problem, might create problem, likely, and some are called variation of unknown significance. These are called VOUS. These are still at present throughout the world in the scientific community. We don't know whether this change is creating any problem or not. When we are not confirmed at present about this change, then we call it variation of unknown significance. So this unknown significance we usually avoid by denoting or by reporting. So we should not get too much worried about this variation of insignificant or unknown significance.
5 missed abortion in 3 years.
Oh, 5 missed abortion in 3 years. We must find out the reason why there are abortions, because if it has not been done, the product of conception genetics, I think that is the most important investigation nowadays in investigating abortions, repeated abortion. But there should be a detailed investigation of genetic and biochemical method of investigating the repeated abortion couple, and we do that, and I think that you should get investigated properly, then only we can come to a conclusion. Sometimes we may not come into the conclusion, but we should try for our best to get the conclusion so that we can help you.
मिस्ड अबॉर्शन में पीओसी सीएमए हुआ, ट्राइसोमी 21 आया, क्या अगली प्रेगनेंसी में ये चांसेस हो सकते हैं फिर से?
देखिए, जब भी प्रोडक्ट, पीओसी का मतलब होता है प्रोडक्ट ऑफ कंसेप्शन। प्रोडक्ट ऑफ कंसेप्शन मतलब जब प्रेगनेंसी चली थी और फिर स्विच ऑफ हो गई, तो उसके भीतर जो मटेरियल बचा मिस्ड अबॉर्शन का, वो प्रोडक्ट ऑफ कंसेप्शन है। उसका जब हम जेनेटिक टेस्ट करते हैं, उस जेनेटिक टेस्ट में हम क्रोमोसोमल डिफेक्ट भी देखते हैं, माइक्रो एरे भी करते हैं, ज़रूरत पड़ती है तो एक्सोम सीक्वेंसिंग भी करते हैं। उसमें यदि ट्राइसोमी 21 आता है तो डेफिनेटली हमको अगली प्रेगनेंसी में ये ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि अगली प्रेगनेंसी में भी ट्राइसोमी 21 होने का चांस ज़्यादा है। और इस रिपोर्ट को जब हम अगली प्रेगनेंसी में रिस्क कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो उसमें जोड़ना चाहिए, उस हिसाब से हम आगे की कार्रवाई करते हैं। मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम प्रीवियस बच्चा डाउन सिंड्रोम का हो या फिर प्रीवियस प्रेगनेंसी डाउन सिंड्रोम की हो, मेरा एक सिंपल स्टेटमेंट रहता है कि नेक्स्ट प्रेगनेंसी को एमनियोसेंटेसिस से जांच लें, पक्का कर लें। सुनने और जुड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। यदि आपको हमारे वीडियो के कंटेंट अच्छे लगते हैं तो प्लीज़ हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर करिए। सुनने और जुड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।